remember, don't go... Hey there. You read my mind. Where to, darling? Could, stop here for a breather. Yeah, we stumbled upon this old world amusement park. A bunch of the rides still worked. You remember, ended up being rather trifling setting up there. Andy would always run off and try to get on the rides. To put our minds at ease, Haru ended up tinkering with all the more dangerous looking ones, fixed up nice and good. Andy-proof. With one less thing to worry about, that's when we started cooking up our plan. Well, ain't that something? Maybe I got nicer after putting all my mortal enemies away for life. Which I have you to thank for, by the way. Yeah, you know, forgive me if I ever have trouble lighting the mood. Monsters tend not to laugh at jokes, so I haven't gotten much practice for some time. Nice of you to say, but I hope you can appreciate my skills as a monster hunter as well. They're far more valuable to you. I can promise you that. Never a bad time to stop in at the saloon. Being on the trail, you learn to get along without. Sharpening stones, sturdy weapons and armor, and... You know what? One of the best things you could get out there was a nice pair of shoes with a pair of clean and washed, big, fluffy socks. Good shoes and socks just make your whole day 1,000 times better. I'll stop by the bounty board from time to time. When things are slow, I'm not too big to put away some nuisance for a bit of spending money. Get whatever you want. I'm easy. Either Owen really upped his game, or I've been on the trail way too long. Nice picks. Thank you. Every time I'm with you, darling, it's like falling in love all over again.
Howdy. See ya.
Every day's a fresh start. Morning.
Hey! I heard from Mayor Trudy that you and the Corps managed to seal the mutant monsters from the Valley of Whispers. You guys are the best. I've got some good news of my own. First, I've managed to secure a loan from the Free Cities Bank that's able to cover the first few rides and a year of operation. Second, after hearing my business plan, Mayor Trudy has agreed to lease the land of the Valley of Whispers to Katori World for the next 20 years for 10% of equity. And third, I did some market research with Andy and Jasmine. They took me to Logan's hideout, which had many entertainment relics. I think we could use some of the assets for a setup. Really wish I could get in touch with that Haru guy who did most of the fixing there, but what are you gonna do? I added their feedback to what I had already planned before. I think for the first phase of the complex, we'll be making Coaster World, Toy World, and Racing World. What do you think? I know, right? I think people will be amazed by the experience. As much as we despise some of the practices from the age of corruption, I don't think having fun is one of them. If people want to come to the park, Sandrock will become a hot, hot place. Anyway, I must enlist your help again. I'll pay you this time, of course, unless you want equity? Mian and Commissioner Wei already opted for shares. What do you think? Aw, that's so sweet of you. I'm so happy you feel that way. But work is work, and I won't take no for an answer. Anyway, I must enlist your help again. I'll pay you this time, of course, unless you want equity? Mian and Commissioner Wei already opted for shares. What do you think? Of course! I'm well prepared this time to compensate your hard work. In fact, I'll still throw in 5% in shares because you've been such a big help throughout my time here. I don't think I would be where I am if not for you. I'll tell you more details in a letter. Okay, glad that's settled. Now then, since we've worked together the most, I really want you working on the most important aspects. And there are a lot of parts. What do you know? Turns out amusement parks are hard to build. For Coaster World, Heidi has already helped me design the coaster support and coaster tracks. Here are the diagrams for these. Mian and the Commissioner will also be helping with these and the staging area. I'm leaving the coaster carts up to you. I think we'll need Director Chi's help for that. Now, for Racing World, Mian and the Commissioner will build the race course. I need you to make me some sand buggies. Again, for these, I think you'll also need Director Chi's help. Finally, for Toy World, Mian and the Commissioner will help me gather some old toy blocks and figures from Logan's old hideout. I need you to make some bumpers. Fun little things that can launch you into the sky. Andy's already given me the work table recipe for that. Here you are. I know that's probably a lot to take in, so I have a copy of my plans for you. Take a look when you're confused on the direction. When you're done with them, please install them in the Valley of Whispers at the designated locations. Katori World won't open until all of them are in place. Beyond that, I'll also be placing some commissions for things like the gates, the sign, lights, fireworks, and food. So grab these if you're up for it. Anyway, thanks for the help. This will be epic. My son said he'll be here for the opening ceremony. I'm so pumped. Mama's gonna make him proud.
Rides for an amusement park? Oh, you have my attention. In fact, I've been interested in riding a roller coaster since I read about them when I was 3. It should allow me to experience the centrifugal force without the dangers of injury. How intriguing. However, since you're asking for 2 different research topics at once, I must ask for 10 data discs each. Please carry on. That should be enough data discs. I'll get started on the research. I'll reach out to you soon.
By the power given to me by the Holy Spirit, I hereby pronounce you united under the everlasting sun.
The sun is bright today, and there are no more clouds. I'm sure if my mother could see us right now, she would be very happy.
I want a brother. I want a sister. More birdies. More birdies. Family. Family.
Family.
Happy. Happy.
After the Model Free Cities event that day, Thumbie came to me and apologized for questioning my teaching style earlier. I understand parents like her, and I'm also not saying that my teaching style is the best. I'm just glad that people are finally appreciative of all the effort that I've put into it. See ya! When I plant some more trees, we'll have plenty of shady spots for our picnics. Catch you later!
So long, partner.
The story behind the running of the Yakmel is hilarious! Why hasn't it been adapted into a musical yet? I've got the perfect title. The Raging Yakmel. Catch you later. Yakmels are so tall. It's scary when someone bumps into you. But it's also the most fun part.
I've heard that nobody ever lives their life all the way up except bullfighters, but I disagree. I find such sport involving animals rather barbaric. Ah well, one day it'll be no more regardless of my actions, as the sun also rises with or without us. In a way, I may as well participate myself while I can. So long, partner.
Hello?
See ya!
Whoa!
Wow! Thank you. See ya. Ugh, this stinks. This was the hottest theater show this year, and I actually got a ticket. Aww. Owen? Another one, please.
Well, okay. This one's on me.
Wow, you're so generous, Owen.
This is the last glass of Yakmel milk I'm gonna offer you today, Jane. You're in a bad mood. Go home and have some rest after this one. Are you feeling tired? Why don't you treat your...
Hey, want a glass of milk? Owen, where's Owen? Owen is gone. Could you stay with me for a while? I'll be off after this glass. Thank you. There's no escape. You just have to face it. If fate wants you to be strong, then don't use your weakness as an excuse. That's a classic line from Miss Jane. But there's still no way I can get over it. I am literally mad! Did you know Walnut Groove's going to host the Miss Jane stage show in a couple of days? It's a celebration of the show's premiere with the original cast reunited for the first time in 5 years. Tickets were going for 10 times the original on the resale market. And guess who was lucky enough to get a hold of a ticket? Me! And then guess who's the unlucky one that can't go watch it? Also, me. I've never had my heart beating like this before. Why on earth did a landslide have to happen now? Now the road leading to Walnut Groove's blocked for a week. I'll miss the show. I thought about it. I could take a bus to Portia, then go by boat, but that takes forever. Or I could take a train to Atara, then take an airship, but that costs way too much. It's too late now, anyway. There's a reason why I love this show. The heroine has the same name as mine, Jane, and we're both immigrants with similar backgrounds. I don't think I've ever told you this. My family was originally from Ethia. We were poor there and moved to Atara when I was very little for better opportunities. My papa was an actor, so he got a job with the Atara University Theater. Since I didn't have a lot of friends, and I got free tickets, I went to pretty much every play. That's how I became obsessed with acting. Later, I moved to Walnut Grove to pursue a career. It was much harder than I expected. I participated in countless auditions, but I never got selected for any big roles. I was always that tree in the background. I was just never good enough. I watched Miss Jane at my lowest point in life. Her story taught me I shouldn't wallow in self-pity and instead should figure out a way to keep moving forward. I thought back to my time with my pa in the university theater. There were a lot of teachers there, and they were all so nice. And through their productions, I learned a lot about the world. That's how I found my new calling. I thought if I could bring the same joy and wonder to other kids like the teachers at the university theater did, then my investment in my passion would be worthwhile. Thanks. I believe anyone with a determined mind will have that same burning spirit. Same goes for you. I'm just really disappointed to have to miss the show. And more importantly, seeing Miss Lola in person. I've always wanted to let her know that the Miss Jane she played inspired me and made me determined to become a teacher. Although I know every word of the play backwards and forwards, Miss Lola is the real Miss Jane herself. Oh, really? You want to see me as Miss Jane? All right, I'll give it a shot. Let me try this part first, to get into the character. I have been rejected again and again, but I'll keep on trying. Do you know why? Because if I give up now, all the people that didn't believe in me, that laughed at me, that hoped that I would fail, they would have been right. That was fun. Now, let's play my favorite bit, where Jane opened up her heart to Mr. Lau, and Lau started to confess his love. How wonderful is that? Oh, by the way, you could help if you've watched the play before. I'm gonna start. Everyone needs to be responsible for themselves. Be responsible for the light. You can't demand this of anyone else. Let me go. Mr. Lau, we have talked enough. Let me go, Mr. Lau. I've made up my mind. Let me go. I will find my own way. The world thinks that just because I was born poor and powerless, that my voice doesn't matter. But not you. You have always stood by me. For that, I thank you. I thank you for being with me today. I think I gotta go. Bye. Have a good day, afternoon, and night.
Isn't it just beautiful to hear the snowflakes fall? The soft patter makes me dream of a fantasy world.
Wow! The snow here is so beautiful. When it falls and covers Sandrock, you almost forget it's a desert at all. See ya!
Make sure you stay warm.
Womit, if you have some time, remember to keep some snow water today. The quality is better than that of the water in Martel's oasis. You can use it routine. It's sweeter and more refined. So long.
Hello! Nice to meet you. Days like this where the weather's beautiful and I get to spend my time with you, it makes me just so happy. See ya!
I love being able to spend these beautiful Sandrock days with the one I care about the most. Bye!
Let's just sit back. Don't go out too far. Maybe go on a date together. I love these days, and they don't come too often.
Be seeing you.
Baby, let me take care of you and keep you warm today. We can escape the cold together. See ya!
Hey there! Come on, let's go already. Builder crews, setting off, all systems go. let's stop here for a moment. What have you been up to? My life in Tall Sky was pretty good. Not too much to report. My parents always had my back and made sure I didn't have any distractions to keep me from achieving in school. Without their help, I wouldn't be who I am today. Part of the reason I came here is because I want to prove that I can do things without my family helping me. So far, so good. Oh, thanks. But, you know, I'm not all that concerned with appearance. I'm more into being a good person, I guess. Thanks, but I still think I have a long way to go. Especially if I want to be known as one of the greats one day. Let's both do our best to improve. I always do my best, but you don't have to always compliment me. I think part of what's gotten me this far is learning to take criticism well. Let me know if you think I can improve.
Hey there. I think it's like gems coming from the sky. I wanted to give you one, but it disappeared when I held it.
See ya.
I got a whole set of blueprints I wrote up for a snowy day in Sandrock. Maybe later I can show you them all. So long, partner.
What's up? I'm just so happy I got to spend today with you. It's snowing, and I'm in love. Wowee! Have a good day.
Howdy. When it snows, I just want to stay home with you, sit by the window, and watch the snowy wonderland.
Hey, was just looking for you. I was just seeing my friend Butch off at the train station. You remember him, right? A real gushy guy, really liked your photography. He wanted to see you again, but I didn't want to bug you. He did insist that I share some of his hometown specialities with you, though. Pretty cool stuff, rare around these parts. Well, that turned out pretty fun, didn't it? That little photography stunt went a long way. Hey, I realized it was kinda not cool of me to be charging people for prints of your photos. So, here's a little something from me, too. Catch you around. Honey, make sure you drink something warm on a day like this. I don't want you falling ill. So long, partner.
Hello. See you around.
Good old Blue Moon Pub Grub. Let's grab a bite. Well, I could always use a new tool or machine to fill out the workshop. Makes life a little easier, plus I get to feel like I have a new member on my team. Don't you feel that way too? If you're trying to catch me out and about, actually, I'm surprised we don't run into each other more than we already do. But if you don't see me out and about, I'm probably just back at my workshop. Ooh, I never know what to eat. There's so many choices. Why don't you decide? You know me so well. These are all my favorite dishes. Today was so fun. was a blast. My sides are hurting from laughing so much. Ow. Let's do it again soon.